You'll certainly see a theme on my YouTube channel and my blog about productivity technologies and automation technologies and productivity techniques. And this one is no different, but what I want to show you here is not so much teach you about the Pomodoro technique, which you can find in 2 seconds. If you start searching for productivity strategies online, you can even find videos and posts on my website about that. This video is about a Siri shortcut that I made for instituting the Pomodoro technique in my life. So let me show you the shortcut that I built to integrate the Pomodoro technique into what I'm already doing with my productivity strategies. So the first thing is that this timer is going to run for 30 minutes. The Pomodoro technique is that you do these sessions, these small focused sessions of work. So 30 minutes is the time that I want to use. And then this first chunk of work here, from where it says current date down to add Pomodoro sessions on the calendar, is all about trying to make my device be an asset and not a hindrance. So the first thing it's going to do is turn on the do not disturb mode on my device for 30 minutes. It's going to make sure that no notifications or alerts or anything like that pop up and distract me from what I'm trying to do. Then these two calendar events here, it's the same thing getting put on 2 different calendars. So it's getting put on my school calendar and my personal calendar. One element of doing that is time tracking. I don't want to use an app or service yet. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I'm trying to avoid it. So by putting things like this on my calendar, that's how I'm going to be keeping track of time. But it also creates those things in my calendar so that if somebody looks me up in our school's system and sees my calendar availability, it's going to show up as not available. If they try to have a Skype call with me or anything like that, or a Teams chat, it's going to be marked as unavailable. So I shouldn't get any notifications from that, and nobody should have any expectations for me to communicate back with them. So this chunk here is about, again, cutting myself off from the outside world by turning on Do Not Disturb and putting events on my calendar that prevent other people from initiating contact with me. If you scroll down, the next section is about setting the environment that I want, and really it's just playing some music from a playlist that I have called Music for Focus, which is just a lot of instrumental songs and nice music to have in the background so that I'm not distracted, that I can focus on my work. So this chunk here at the end is what makes this Siri shortcut work so much better for me than an app or something else would. So the first thing that's going to happen is that it's going to look, the Siri shortcut is going to look at the time that I'm running this, and it's going to see if it's in the morning or not. So it's going to check to see if the time is AM. If this is a morning session that I'm running this shortcut, then it's going to show me a specific perspective in OmniFocus, one that I call frogs. And frogs, you can check the post that I have on my website about that, but frogs are tasks that require a lot of energy and attention and focus, but also have a very high impact if I complete them, very high return on investment. So these are great things for me to get done. I love getting frogs done, and my goal is to get at least one of these done a day. And if I'm sitting down in the morning and running this Pomodoro technique where my motivation is the highest, when my energy is the highest, when my caffeine intake is at its peak, then I want to be shown a list of frogs, things that are things I need to tackle with all of my attention and effort. And if it's not, if it's the afternoon, then what I want Siri shortcuts to show me is a different perspective in OmniFocus called Quick Wins. Quick wins are similar. They're tasks I need to get done. They're less than 30 minutes. They don't require a lot of energy. They're either low energy or normal energy. Quick wins are important things that I need to get done. They're still in my system, but I don't want to waste one of those good high energy morning sessions on a quick win. So these are for afternoon sessions. So if I'm going to sit down after the school day or during like my end of the school day planning period and want to get something done. I'm probably burnt out from teaching all day, but I still have the motivation to do something, which is why I'm running this Pomodoro timer. So why don't I set myself up for success and show me one of those quick wins instead of showing me a frog? And that's what I like so much about this shortcut is this little section at the end. And this is the part that I wanted to share. One, because I think it's cool, but two, because hopefully it serves as a, maybe not inspiration, but as an example of the benefits of creating your own solution. You don't have to be a programmer. I don't know any programming languages at all, but I can drag and drop some building blocks and think about what I want to have happen and look at a series of events. And so I can make a shortcut that fits into my system perfectly and does everything I want it to every time, instead of having to buy another app that's going to do something similar that I'm going to have to pay for, but is going to maybe have 80% of what I want it to do. I can instead build something that fits exactly what I want. And you can do this on iOS with shortcuts, and I have plenty of posts on my website showing you things that you can do with Keyboard Maestro or Hazel on the Mac that are similar. You don't need to know a programming language to do any of them. You can just sit there and put building blocks together to create something cool that does exactly what you want without you having to bend your will and expectations to the app that you're using. You can do that the other way around. You can use technology to do what you want to do when you build your own solutions. So hopefully this video inspires you to do something like that. You can download this on my website. There's a blog post when the link is in the description of this video that you can click to and download this if you do not want to build your own.